Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. 30. Touchdown. Bravo. 31's the mic.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
49, guys. 49. Yo.
Jackson now, throwing again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready up.
59's Mike. Check. 59. You go night. Some go night. Under crunch.
22 jet bomber.
Watch the safety creep. He's coming.
You're out.
We got double up.
Now. 5.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Let's go, folks.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Come on, D. Gone. Hey. Hit it.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I got wide.
Buzz. Yes.
51, Mike, 51.
Big rip.
They'll set up to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 39. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
1st down, Bengals.
Let's go. 10-2 saw.
51. Double dog. That's the way.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man is Uzama. And down inside the 15 he goes.
On the ready.
10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
Let's go. Single. I got a single.
6-6. Pull it high.
And a Bengal 1st down.
Get it.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
59, Mike to 59. Bring it.
Hey. High 7.
2nd and 14.
Outside coming.
This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. C.J. Uzama, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's on it.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 31's the Lucy outlaw. Here we go. They got tight left. You got 3 down. 31's the mic. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's escape. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Three down. Three down. Go.
Jackson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
I'm going to come back to you. 51's the mic, boys. 51. I got it. Echo. Mike 51. Mike 51. Shut up.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Don't get nervous.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crouch. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Here we go, here we go. 59, 5. Check.
They're going to look to throw.
Hey, come on, no.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ready?
Now back to throw. Finding Green complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Right here, guys. Fight. Mike 51. I'm coming. He's coming. Double up.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Come on,
the 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. 3rd down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
Watch the backer. 31's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time. On the ball.
Throwing now. Jackson on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, exit.
51's the mic, boys. 51. Army.
Hit it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Here we go, G.
Second and 10. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Kill. Turn up.
On first down, Mixon. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second
Down.
and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Watch the slap.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second and 4.
Get track.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. Smooth.
51. Cut. Watch the twist. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Down to lose one.
Go.
Fight 51. Mike 51. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Look. Squeeze.
Hey, switch gears.
Bam.
SOS.
Look at me. Zipper.
SOS. Big ass.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Go, Mike 51. Hayward. Hey, let's calm down.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Geno Atkins got home that time. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Yeah. Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it prove fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Here we go, D. Get
Ball
off
up
the
to
field.
the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down and inches. Open man is Higgins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play.
I'm coming for you, son.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The pass on first down. Incomplete in the end zone. Marlon Humphrey on the
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good.
We got this.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
2nd and 9 now. And that's complete. It's Green here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Okay, baby, I see you.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
18 Gator. Hey, zoom.
3, alert 3.
Hit it.
They'll drop the throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First time they looked his way in this game. He goes through picking up the first. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to the tight end, Sample. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Go now. 30 base.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go.
They'll set up a throw. Green brings it in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in.
Baby.
Who is this against? Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
I got him. Yo, go.
Strip the ball.
Now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush would just tee off on your quarterback and makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Mike 51. Mike.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Let's go. Calm the crouch.
All day.
2nd and 14. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
He's not going to get
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check.
5.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though. Put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
High 7.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got Green, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, seam 6.
51's the mic. You.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Mike.
Hey, Sam off.
Check.
Hey, Haywood.
Check.
Go.
Back to throw here. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
31's the mic.
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
31's the mic.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Defense wins championships, baby.
31's the mic.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
31.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year. And he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing is Jackson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times on
Silence back.
Check, 59.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on
That's
that.
it, baby.
Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Watch
Smoke! Yo, Cheetah! Shoot!
2nd and 3. Forced out to his left. Got a man open. It's Ross. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Now watch run.
Get it!
He'll drop to throw. To mix it on the check down. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 51.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, Mike 51.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
30 base.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And the Seahawks have moved out in front in that one late. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I know you felt that.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Mike 51.
Yep. Hey, Charlie. Big grip.
Look to throw. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
Come on,
and accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Bengals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week.